Okay, let's talk about terrain, specifically the L-shaped ruin. If you saw this title and thought, here we go, he's about to tear into tournament terrain, you might be surprised, because despite what you might expect, this isn't a rant. In fact, I'm here to say that L-shaped ruins aren't just useful, they're actually great. Now, if you know me, you know I love immersive cinematic battlefields. Right now, I'm standing behind some seriously gothic Warhammer 30k style terrain, towering cathedrals, sprawling cityscapes, massive industrial zones. It's the kind of table that pulls you into the setting where every battle feels like part of a grand unfolding story. It's the opposite of the tournament standard L-shaped ruins, and yet I'm here to say those simple, practical ruins can still be just as effective at building an immersive battlefield. So let's talk about why L-shaped ruins get a bad reputation. It's easy to see why they get criticised. In a tournament setting, they're usually symmetrical, evenly spaced and positioned for balance rather than storytelling. When they are all you see on a table, they can feel a little samey. But that's not the ruin's fault. It's how they're used. Because terrain isn't just about function, it's about how you place it and what it represents. Look at match play versus narrative play. The truth, well, they're not that different. Some wargamers love tournament play where terrain is placed for competitive balance, clear cover mechanics and fast, fair games. Others, like me, prefer narrative-driven battles where terrain tells a story and the battlefield feels like a real war zone. But here's the thing, good terrain setup matters in both. It's not the shape of the terrain that determines if a battlefield is immersive, it's how you set it up, and that includes L-shaped ruins. They still work as a storytelling tool. Let's give them some credit. They aren't just good for blocking line of sight in tournaments, they're actually one of the most versatile terrain pieces out there. A collapsed fortress wall that funnels troops into a deadly crossfire. The remnants of a noble's estate where the last survivors are making a stand. A bombed out street corner hiding ambushes in the shadows. That same ruin makes a tournament game balanced, can just as easily be the defining feature of a dramatic last stand in a narrative game. It's all about how you use them. So, think about placement. Instead of just dropping them down for symmetry in a haphazard pattern, place them like a real-world battlefield. Do they create interesting choke points? Do they fence in a wide killing zone? Do they force hard tactical choices? Layer them. Place them, pair them with barricades, rubble, intact buildings to make a battlefield lived in. A lone ruin in the middle of an open field feels artificial, but a ruin as part of a city street or a fortress perimeter, that feels like a real war zone. And when you match them up with the right scatter terrain and duck your troops into that cover, you turn that painted piece of plastic, resin or MDF into a part of the story. Even in a match play game, take a second to think about what the terrain actually is. Is it an old industrial complex, a ruined temple, a blasted out outpost? When terrain has context, the game feels more immersive, even in a competition setting. So what's next for wargaming terrain? We've come a long way from scratch-built foam ruins to plastic kits, MDF, resin, and now 3D printing. I'm looking ahead, who knows? Maybe augmented reality, maybe new hybrid materials that bring together modular playability with deep immersion and probably printed in full colour. But one thing will always be true. Terrain is one of the things that makes wargaming special. So, is the L-shaped ruin a curse? Absolutely not. It's a tool, and like any tool, it's all about how you use it. So whether you play in tournaments, narrative campaigns, or somewhere in between, take another look at that L-shaped ruin, because with the right placement, the right context, and a little bit of creativity, it can be just as immersive as the most elaborate, bespoke terrain setup out there. And with that, I'll see you on the battlefield.